What's up everyone, we're going to be going through the best NBA player props on Prizepicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 17 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. Now a lot of you comment wanting to see how many I got wrong, and I thought I'd show you in today's video. We only got 2 picks wrong and got 17 right, which is about a 95% win rate. Yes guys, you heard that right, 95% win rate. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get a 95% win rate and get 17 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon. Should be a link down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $5,000 just yesterday, and another member who won $255 for the 5th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. So let's get straight into the first pick. And when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first pick we're going to be talking about is Paul George, and this one is for 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and this one is for more. Now look at Paul George. We've actually seen him go in the over in 2 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Orlando Magic. Now look at Orlando Magic. We see that they rank first in points allowed. Moving on into assists allowed, we see that they do rank second, and then rank second in rebounds allowed. So when it comes to Paul George, they definitely do have themselves a very intense matchup against Orlando. Now the reason why we do like the over for this situation here, however, is that Orlando Magic actually do a very poor job at restricting points, rebounds, and assists to the forward position. And we definitely see someone like Paul George being able to take advantage of this. Although PG has only been able to go in the over in 2 out of the last 5 games, some of the games where he did miss it, he's only missed it by a small margin. So he's very good at getting close to this line, which is what we like to see. He's very consistent, and we think that will continue on into this next matchup against Orlando, no doubt about it. Now his average over the last 5 is also 24.4, which is, decent due to the fact that it is close to this line. But when we look even further, what we also do see as well is that when we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have him favored for the over as well. So that definitely works out in our favor when it comes to this one. And also when it comes to someone like Paul George, not only, is he coming off a great game, but we definitely see it rolling over into this next one, as he definitely did have a lot of usage rate in that most recent game. So definitely keep an eye out for this one. Paul George for 27.5 points, rebs, and assists for more, I think is an absolute steal. Now getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about Chris Middleton. So Chris Middleton, another great player, and this one is for 3 assists, and this one actually is for less. Now we look at Chris Middleton. We've actually seen him go in the under in 1 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Boston Celtics. Now look at the Boston Celtics. What we do see is that they rank 6th when it comes to assists allowed. So they rank very high, and that is a big reason why we do very much like the under for this situation here. Although someone like Chris Middleton has been able to go in the over multiple times, the reason why we do like the under for this situation is, like we said guys, when it comes to matchups, they are super important. Now obviously Middleton was injured, and when we look at the last 5 as well, it is from games way back, so that's definitely something that you can't really take into consideration due to the fact that that was against Indiana last season. So on top of that, Chris Middleton, this is his game back, and we definitely see someone like Middleton definitely having a good amount of usage rate, but not enough to see him go on the over in this scenario due to the fact that Boston do rank very high. And on top of that, when it comes to Middleton as well, he is coming off an injury, and it is his first couple of games, so we aren't expecting too much usage rate out of him of the first couple due to the fact that coaches may take him off early. Himself, he may not get the same looks that he usually gets, and for that reason we are sticking to the under for this one. Now his average over the last 5 is 4.8, but like I mentioned before, this doesn't really take into consideration that most of the games were from last season as well, so that's why we are sticking to the under for this situation for someone like Chris Middleton. So this one's a no-brainer to us. Chris Middleton, 3 assists for less, I think is a fantastic pick. Again, to the next one, we're going to be talking about another great player, and that is Tyrese Haliburton. So Tyrese Haliburton, as we all know, another fantastic player, and he's been playing great because this one is actually a fantastic one, a fantastic pick. However, this one is for 10 assists for Tyrese Haliburton, and this one is for less. Now look at Tyrese Haliburton. We've actually seen him go on the under in 5 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Chicago Bulls. Now when it comes to Chicago Bulls, what we do see is that Bulls do rank 29th in assists allowed. However, the reason why we do like the under for this situation here, even though Bulls rank very low, is due to the fact that Tyrese Haliburton, not only has a very low usage rate as of lately, but Chicago Bulls do a really good job at restricting assists to the guard position. So we definitely see him going on the under in this situation here, especially when we look at his average over the last 5 being 7.2. That is very significantly under this line, which works in the favor. When it comes to Tyrese as well, what we also do see is that when it comes to Chicago, although they are a fantastic team when it comes to the way they have played so far, especially bouncing back from last season, they are a very slowish paced team. They are a little bit slower than our liking, and because of that, we definitely see that affecting Tyrese Haliburton's play style, also affecting his volume out there on the floor when it comes to pace. Indiana do like to push the ball a lot, and I'm not saying that Chicago is a super slow-paced team. They are decently paced, but we definitely see that they do a really good job at slowing faster-paced teams down like Indiana. So we definitely see that being the case coming into this matchup for Tyrese Haliburton, and for that reason, we are definitely sticking to the under for this situation here. So because of that, definitely keep an eye out for Tyrese Haliburton for the under. This one's a no-brainer. Tyrese Haliburton, 10 assists for less, I think is a fantastic pick. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about another great player, and that is Jaylen Johnson. So Jaylen Johnson, as we all know, another fantastic player, and this one is a great one since he does play for the Atlanta Hawks for points, rebounds, and assists for 33.5, and this one actually is for more. Now look at Tyrese Haliburton. We've actually seen him go on the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the LA Lakers. Now, as we all know, LA Lakers haven't really been playing the best as of recent. The LA Lakers also do rank, when it comes to points allowed, they do actually rank 22nd, which is interesting to see. Moving on into assists allowed, we see that the LA Lakers do also rank pretty low, as they rank 28th, and then rebounds allowed, Lakers also do rank pretty low as there as well, as they rank 16th. So this one's kind of a no-brainer to us due to the fact that LA Lakers do rank very low in all categories, all 3. That is a big reason why we do very much like the over for this situation here for someone like Jaylen Johnson. Jaylen Johnson is not only a fantastic player, but on top of that, when we look at his last 5 games, not only has he gone on the over in 3 out of the last 5, but the times that he has missed it, he's also gotten very close, only missed it by 1.5. So he's very good at getting close to this line, which is what we like to see, and we definitely see that being a huge effect coming into this one. When we look at the Lakers, obviously as well, they are not only just a really poor defensive team, but they are also a very fast-paced team at that. And since they are a very fast-paced team, we are expecting a good amount of volume from both teams, Atlanta and Lakers. And because of that, Jaylen Johnson could have a lot more volume than we usually see for him to be able to go on the over in this situation here. So for that reason, definitely keep an eye out for someone like Jaylen Johnson. When we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have him favored for the over as well. So that definitely works out in our favor. And for that reason, we are definitely sticking to the over here. So Jaylen Johnson for 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists for more, I think is an absolute steal. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about another player, and that is actually Damian Lillard. So Damian Lillard, as we all know, great player. This one is actually another fantastic pick for points, actually for 23.5, and this one actually is for more. Now when we look at Damian Lillard, he has been playing great, but Damian Lillard has gone on the over in 5 out of the last 5 games. And I do face off against Boston Celtics, and as we all know, Boston Celtics do actually rank 8th when it comes to points allowed. So they rank pretty high in that category, but when we look at Damian Lillard, first of all, what we also do notice is that when it comes to Damian Lillard, he definitely has had a little bit of a hot hand and a hot streak as of lately, going over 5 out of the last 5 games, and we definitely see that being a huge effect coming into this one. On top of that, when we also look further, what we also do see is that the average over the last 5 is 29, which is great to see. And on top of that, moving on into actually Boston Celtics, what we also do see with Boston Celtics is that the Boston Celtics do actually do a very poor job at restricting points, rebounds and assists as well to the guard position, which is what Damian Lillard is. But with this pick, we are definitely just focused more on points in this situation here, and because of that, we definitely see someone like Lillard going on the over, no doubt about it. Lillard has been playing great. Average over the last 5 is 29, like we mentioned, but on top of that, when we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have been favored for the over as well, so that works out in our favor very much. When it comes to Damian as well, what we are also expecting is a lot more usage rate out of him coming into this game, due to the fact that as of lately, since he has been scoring at will, we have seen Milwaukee Bucks change their strategy, change their game plan quite a bit, and to add, someone like Damian Lillard more into the mix when it comes to the offensive side of things. And they are currently on a great run when it comes to where the Milwaukee Bucks do stand now. They definitely have gone up the Eastern Conference as of lately, so we definitely see that being a big thing coming into this next matchup, especially for someone like Damian Lillard. So definitely keep an eye out for Damian Lillard there. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.